Hey guys, welcome to Flame to Fame. I'm Cara Flame, and this show shines a light on some incredible emerging artists, shares a bit about their journey and a lot about their potential. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the vibes. Hello, When She Speaks. So I know a lot about you because I've known you for maybe like 6, maybe 7 years, which is crazy. But I want you to share your story of who you are, a bit about your journey, and why you believe it's your calling.
Okay.
Yeah. So introduce yourself first.
I am When She Speaks. I'm 24 years old.
Gross up.
I'm 24 years old. I call myself a multi-hyphenate because it's just the easiest way to put it. I am just an all-round creative person, a songwriter, spoken word artist, writer, choreographer, director.
A bloody good one too.
All of the above. All of the above. Stylists soon come.
Yes.
All of the above. So yeah, I'm just creative.
Where did it start? Like in terms of music?
In terms of
the journey
music?
start, yeah.
I mean, well, you know, was a choir
Yeah.
at church, and that's where like I really fell in love with like music. But growing up, my dad used to be a DJ actually.
No way.
Yeah, dad used to be a DJ when he was in uni and stuff. So like music has always been a big thing in my house. Yeah, so I've always grown up around old school music, jazz, and jazz, neo soul. It's always been in my house. So I've just always fallen in love with music and songwriting. So I just would spend my time just writing songs to myself. And then the pandemic hit, and people were just like, "Why don't you just make music? Like, why don't you just do it?" And I was like,
I think I was one of those people just saying, yeah, why not?
No, literally, it's just been like a fuse of all my creativity together to make my music, and now we're here.
Yeah, I feel like that happens a lot. I feel like a lot of artists, musicians, they have multiple skills and multiple passions, and I think that makes them as strong as they are. Like, throw back to the Hold On music video. I know we're going to get to that properly, but the Hold On music video, where you choreographed, you directed, you sang, you like literally everything was you, and it was like, I was just happy to be there, you know what I'm saying? But it was so sick, the fits, everything, like it was like a work of art, genuinely. So big up you.
Thank you.
Big up you, and hopefully many more.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
But you're also a very spiritual babe. I would honestly call you like my spiritual big sis. Like, no, for real, because I know that I can turn to you with anything, and there's no judgment. There's support, there's encouragement, and there's word as well. And I just think I'm very grateful for our friendship. I really am. I'm emotional. But yeah, so I'm sure you believe that God is calling you to choose this path, all of these skills, to pursue them, but like, how do you know that God is telling you to choose music and spoken word, because that plays a part as well?
Do you know what? I feel like in this space in my life, like, it gets to a point where you have no other choice but to listen to the voice of God. Like, when you believe wholeheartedly that God is the one who created you, when He's telling you something, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter if the world around you, like, the money's not adding up, this isn't working, that's not working. If He's telling you, no, this is what I'm telling you to do right now, then you do it. And for me, I think the biggest thing is impact and lives. Like, you can make money, you can do all those different things, but if lives are not impacted, there's just no point.
That's so beautiful.
There is no point. And I think just through my music and through my spoken word, I've seen how many lives have been impacted, and I haven't been doing it that long. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing music 2 years, and like the testimonies. Like, I remember putting out Foothold and being like, oh, this isn't doing the numbers that I want it to do, whatever.
It's not about
the numbers. Someone messaged me and was like, yeah, that her friend was contemplating committing suicide.
The thing is, you didn't even have to finish the sentence, and I could just feel it in my spirit you're going to say that. But we thank God.
She was contemplating suicide, and she sent her the song. She played it, and she didn't. And that, for me, it's like, if And that's why there's a difference between making music for the world and making music for God. Because, yeah, cool, it may not do the numbers and whatever, but that's a life. You don't know how many other lives are going to be impacted by that one life. Like, that's the most important thing. And yes, we get caught up in the money. Like, it's
well,
human, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that somebody's life, it humbles me every time.
It's incredible.
Every single time, like I get messages from the most random people, and they're like, "No, keep going because you don't know how much your work is helping me. Your work is helping me heal." Like someone from the last poetry workshop that I did came to me and was like, "Honestly, like I don't think you understand how much your art has helped me be able to open up about the things that I haven't been able to open up for years." And I'm like, that's the whole point.
Honestly.
Like, even my name in itself, like when she speaks, the name comes from Proverbs 31:26.
Okay.
And it says, when she speaks, her words are wise and she gives instruction with kindness. I'm like, that's all I'm here for. That is all I'm here for. So like, even I was telling you earlier how, you know, I go into schools as well. So I'm actually a workshop leader. So I speak to young people about identity and purpose.
I don't answer her resume. What does she do?
They're good. So yeah, I go into schools to talk to young people about identity and purpose and how to find their identity and purpose in God.
Wow.
And it's like, my name when she speaks is carried, that's why I believe it's from God, because it's carried into everything I do. My day-to-day, my music, my poetry, like everything. I'm currently working on a book. So like yeah, like literally everywhere, every area of my life. And that's why I say it's from God, because when God has given you a mandate, there's a difference between him giving you a career. When he gives you a mandate, it will filter into everything that you do. Everywhere you go, every conversation you have, your mandate is with you.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's why like it's even hard for me. Like even I'm like, oh, the money. I'm like, yeah, okay, but if this season is meant for me to be doing the work and I can't afford to be distracted by working and doing all this other stuff, then I have to sacrifice that season because it will bear fruit in another season.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. I love that. And even like the touching people is like a fraction of it. That's obviously a huge and very beautiful fraction of it, but then also like you inspire people as well. So not only are you saving lives, you're also inspiring people to take on their creative journeys, to pursue poetry. You throw in these workshops as well, teaching them the basic skills that they can flourish. That these are all, you're using your gifts so powerfully. So you go even that stat. I don't ever want to hear, oh God, I can't. I never want to hear it. I'm so happy for you, and I'm so glad that you're doing such amazing things and helping so many people, including me. Yes, girl. I wanted to ask you, what would you say is your favourite piece that you've put out? Because for me, you know what, I'm biased because I do love Hold On. I do, because I'm there. But also, it's such a good vibe, and like, I don't know, like it's just such a good vibe. But when I heard Shine, that soul, that and the old school influences in Shine, and the harmonies, the layers, I can keep going.
Listen,
girl.
Listen.
So what's your favourite?
Shine.
Okay.
Hands down.
I
Why is it Shine?
Yeah.
Because it was so perfect. Like everything about Shine was perfect. From the way that the song came, from the photo shoot, everything about it was perfect. And I felt like with Shine I really stepped into myself. And like just for a long time, like I wrestled with like, okay, what kind of music am I gonna make? Is it gonna really sell? Are people really gonna want this kind of stuff? But with Shine, it was like I didn't care anymore. And even with like my style, I just didn't care anymore.
And the thing is, I feel like you should hold on to that, not caring, because you're who you are for a reason. So whatever you make and whatever you create is from God through you, and it's gonna be magical regardless. It's from you. No one can make it like you. Do you get what I mean? So regardless of it's gonna sell, regardless of, like you said, the songs that you didn't think were gonna touch people heavily. So you never know. Just be you, and like God will do the rest.
Legit.
Everything else will work out.
Legit. So,
sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. No, and I was really happy what you said. I'm definitely gonna hold on to that.
Please do.
Yeah, I think just stepping into my own. Like that song felt like I was really stepping into my own, and it broke through in a lot of places, and people were like, "Oh, so you're actually doing this?" So like, I am.
Get to know.
literally. So yeah, I loved it. I love the fact that, do you know what it is? it was such a stepping into my own moment, because that day I was on my way back home from a car boot sale.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've been in this space where like I felt like I was being someone else in my style, like the way I was dressing.
Okay.
Because for a long time I'd wrestled with like being like feminine and what it meant, and like how do I dress, and especially like being in like the church setting, like there weren't a lot of girls that looked like me, dressed like me, so I felt like I stuck out like a sore thumb. And for a very long time I've always wanted to hide, and I just feel like my mandate is just, I'm not called to the corner. It's just not gonna be that.
You're supposed to shine. Literally, you're supposed to be shining.
Literally. So I went to that car boot sale. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna look for like things that actually make me happy, not stuff that I feel like is gonna look nice for other people, like what makes me happy.
Exactly.
And I saw this jumpsuit, and
the denim one. That denim one's been rinsed out. I was like, but rightly so, because it's a banger. Tell me how much it was.
It was like £90.
90?
Yeah.
But you know it's worth it.
No, literally. And it's old school Darion.
The quality, the levels, it's a statement piece.
Do you see what I'm saying?
And people were spending 250 things on anyhow rubbish something.
I've rinsed that thing now. I have to give it a little bit of a rest.
That one is gonna like rinse up, but it's a nice piece.
Thank you. But yeah, like that was the day that I found it, and it was the only one, and it was hung up on this hanger. I kept walking past it, and the woman saw me. She was like, do you want to try it on? I feel like it was 90 originally. She gave it to me for 70.
Shout out to that lady. Thank you very much.
Proper. I kept watching, like, do you want to try it on? So I tried it on, and the moment I came out, like, it was in all the right places. It was perfect, and it was so strange because there was like a crowd of people like stood right outside the
waiting for you to come out.
Yeah. When I came out, all I heard was, I know you're literally, I have videos, like I can show you later, videos. And they were like, no, you need to get it, you need to get it. They were like, it was made for you. That was literally made for you. Like, you need to get it.
I believe it because it does look really good on you. Thank you. Wow, the last head.
It was so beautiful, and I felt so at home there, because with car boot sales, you find the most interesting human beings, and they're just being themselves. They're just dressing like themselves. They're not trying to be anybody else. And that was when the lyrics for Shine started to come, because me and my friend went, and she would stop people and be like, you're so beautiful, like you look so amazing. But it was the shock in their faces. They were like, oh thank you. And I was just like, have you ever looked at a person and wondered I had thought of himself deep inside? Because I'm like, these people don't know. They're literally trying to be themselves and just carry themselves as they are. But they don't realise how beautiful that is for other people to see, that they can just be themselves. So then, I was on my way home and I was just listening to like different instrumentals on YouTube, came across one, and I was just like, and I wrote it on my way home. Got home, recorded it.
Just like that.
Yeah, sent it to one of my producer friends and was like, yeah, this kind of beat, let's do something like this. He made a new one, recorded the vocals, and that was literally that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then it's touching people and just like inspiring people, making people feel loved and feel beautiful.
Literally. So...
this is gonna be great for the next part. Well, the second to next part. I have one more question for you. The next question is, who is one of your biggest inspirations musically at the moment and alive? Yeah, they have to be alive.
They have to be alive.
Yeah. Well, who would you want to collaborate with? Lauryn Hill. Yes, girl. I see that.
Lauryn Hill, because I feel like I'm in my Lauryn Hill era. Like,
what does that mean? What does that mean to you?
Lauryn Hill, to me, is the epitome of female freedom in music. She literally has not created another album. Sis said...
She has deprived us for how many years?
But I'm not mad. Because I can play Miss Education how many times? I can play the MTV Unplugged how many times? I don't care.
Don't complain.
It's okay. If I never hear another track, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. It's Lauryn Hill. It's not okay. Please come back.
But I would say that she's one of my biggest inspirations because her songs carry so much freedom. Yeah. And she doesn't sugarcoat her message as a believer in there. And as well, like, as a spoken word artist, listening to her speak, like she's speaking. And for so long, like I've had so many people be like, you can't combine poetry and music, you need to pick one or the other.
What is that, not rap?
Literally, I had a conversation with someone recently and they were like, yeah, I think you need to pick. It's either you're a singer who makes poetry or you're a poet who makes music. And I was like, I'm both. Like, I'm actually both.
Who is this person? Give me their name, their number and their address.
Anyway, I love you, sir. You're a great man. No, but do you know what I mean? And I think a lot of the time, like, we're often told to choose.
Oh, 100%.
And I can't choose.
Me neither. Like, why do you think I'm doing this podcast? And then I also sing, and then I graduated in fashion.
Come on.
And I'm a creative studio assistant.
That's right.
And I also like love my hair, experiment with my hair. Like, there's everything that I want to. I love makeup. I love all. And it's like, why should we limit ourselves? People tell me that I need to have a niche. You have to have a niche. You have to niche down. You have to niche down. If you want to get the following, if you want to get the support, if you want to blow out, you have to niche down. I can't physically niche down because I don't have.
Not a niche.
I'm not a niche. That should be like our saying or motto for like the rest of the year. I'm not a niche, because God has given us these gifts for a reason.
Literally.
So we're basically fighting back. Remember, at the beginning of this thing, we said we can't argue with God. We're fighting back, saying, "Oh no, God, I have to choose one." I feel like it wasn't really until like mid last year that I actually got to the stage where I was like, you know what? I don't need to choose, and I'm not going to.
Literally.
I'm not going to choose.
You don't have to.
I started my degree doing computing, and I went to do fashion. Why should I choose? I can still do computing. Literally. I can still do fashion. Literally. You know? So,
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too, girl. I'm not a niche. You're not a niche.
Literally.
We're not niches.
Because the thing is as well, sometimes when we try and put ourselves in boxes to be like, okay, these are the only people we want to reach, we limit the kinds of people that we could reach.
That's exactly it.
Like, I'm like, okay, cool, I love neo soul. I
Me
like
too.
this kind of music, cool. But I also really like jazz. And
Me too.
I'm reaching a stage where I'm like, I'm gonna drop a jazz EP and you're just gonna have to like it.
I said the same thing literally the other day. I have a few songs that I actually have in the archive. There
we go. And
you have to collaborate on one, I'm just saying.
Like, even my most recent song, Try Again, like the age range that it was reaching was people like my mum's age, like in their 50s.
Wow.
And blessing them. Do you see what I mean?
So is that the spoken word one?
No, I dropped another one.
No, it was in a main. It was which one?
In a manger.
In a manger was spoken word one.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm like, why am I going to limit myself and tell myself, oh, I'm only meant to reach this age range, I'm only meant to reach these people. When there's people in their 50s that are being blessed by that music, you just don't know who you're going to impact. You don't know.
100%.
So,
you should also, if you haven't already, use Spotify artists.
Yeah.
Do you see the people in the different regions? I have people in India listening to my song.
It's so crazy.
It's such a blessing.
I can't lie though, I'm going to have to go to America very soon.
Oh, why?
Because majority of my listeners are in
No, because you can stay here and still you can focus on the people that are around you.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're still going to touch people that aren't around you.
100%. I want to meet them.
Okay.
I want to go to Houston. I want to meet them.
Well, when you go on tour, baby.
Indeed.
Yes, manifestation.
Indeed. So yeah.
No, I love that. I feel like our music taste is very similar. In terms of the music that we like to make, in terms of the music that we grew up on. And I feel like some of them, like most of them kind of were based in America or like thrived in America years ago.
Underground scenes.
Yeah. So I think naturally that they're going to be really interested in our music, especially in your music as well. So it makes sense. So the next part is we are going to write the piece together and share the creative process. And it's so funny because this is literally what you do. We will do something similar.
Cool.
I'm going to find a type beat for us.
Okay.
You mentioned Lauryn Hill, so we're going to look for a Lauryn Hill type beat. And I'm thinking, based off of what you said, we should call the piece Freedom. Yeah, but let's listen to the beat first and see if it's giving freedom. Because if it's not giving freedom, then again, if it's giving Lauryn Hill, it should give freedom. Right. So first of all, like, tell me about how you usually. I know you've told me before, but tell us how you usually write. Do you start with the melody? Do you start with the type beat? Do you start with the lyrics? Do you have anything in particular? Is it always random? Like, what's your way?
It's always Random.
So it's random.
It's always random. But like if we found like a beat, I always try to find the chorus first.
Okay.
And then the verses kind of come around there.
Okay, cool.
We
will do that then. We'll start with the chorus and then we'll come into the verses after. Should we use Freedom or should we use Sunrise?
Do you know what it is though? Like, it doesn't sound like Sunrise.
It doesn't really give Sunrise. Is it even giving Freedom? It doesn't have to be, actually. I really like the one good this time. This beat is Lauryn Hill and Kanye West. Interesting. Oh, it's a hip hop beat. Maybe not. That's not really for us.
Is that not?
Lauryn Hill, India Irie, and Solange, The Journey.
Maybe try Poetry.
You know, I was supposed to see one of them the other day. My dad was gonna get me tickets. Yeah, I said I want to see Angie Stone.
Listen, I saw and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. It's alright.
Don't worry, next time I'm taking you with me 100%. It was so last minute though. It was so last minute. Girl.
Angie Stone.
I know, she could. Like, her voice sounded so clean and so clear. Like, me and Seraphina, me and my friend, like, I remember, we were so shocked. We were like, not shocked because obviously Angie Stone, but we were like, damn, like, she still got it. It's slow. What are you thinking? You like it? Too slow?
How do you feel?
I think we can write to it.
Okay.
But I want you to feel comfortable with it.
I don't mind.
Yeah, you can do anything, but I want you to like it. I want us to look back at this song and be like, yeah, we did that. Like, creator. Right.
Creator, why do you not listen to me no more? Creator, why do you not listen to me no more?
Okay, one more. Try
one more. Cleo Soul and Andre 3000. I'm scared. Cleo Soul and Nina Simone. I have to just hear this just for the vibes.
Oh, that's definitely gonna be soon.
Yeah.
This is giving.
You and I know we're going, but I do.
That note there. Nina Simone gives freedom.
Listen.
Do you have a phone with you? Okay. I don't know if you need it or not. I do need my notes. All the songs that have these bloody notes.
Listen. It's to start writing on pen and paper at this point. Before I could just write something.
Hey, it's true. It's true.
What you got?
Barely anything. He smiles. That's all I got. Ready? Yes, I heard that before you did that. Yeah, that's the right one.
Cool.
Yes, right. I love that. So you have to do that so you don't forget it. We'll take you down. He'll hold your hand.
You'll lead the way.
Freedom comes at a cost, but so does being someone else. I said freedom comes at a cost, so does being someone else.
Can I just say that she wrote that in how many seconds? Are you for real? So meanwhile, I had my 2 lines.
Girl,
the whole
please.
essay.
Girl, please.
I'm trying to be like you, girl. I'm trying to be like
Thank
you.
God.
Okay, good. So now that we have the basis,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna go to the music studio and record something little like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So we're gonna be back when we got the tune ready. But yeah, see you in the next clip.
When you dream, he's glad. Though it seems too hard, he'll take you there. He'll hold your hand, and he'll lead the way all the time. Freedom is free. Freedom is free. Reflective. Thinking on my days spent stressing, wasted. Not a cubic to my waistline, consciousness decline. Not focus on what I have deep inside. I am a gift that unravels over time. A child of God when focused is like sweet wine. Take your time, baby, it will be fine. Your truest self is what is needed for the incline. Not inclined to be anyone else but yourself. Freedom comes at a cost, but so does being someone else. I said freedom comes at a cost, but so does being someone else.
Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Flame to Fame. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, comment and subscribe, and support our artists by showing some love to their social media. Blessings to you and yours. Bye.